Well, hi there. On the Isle of Man. I had a small home and a tiny garden for a while because I had to park my RV in the garden of my little cottage, which I have here on the island. The cottage is being renovated, so thank goodness I had the RV to live in because the house is just bare stone. But today, the Isle of Man government, because we are a little country to ourselves, we're not part of the UK, we're part of the British Islands, and we have our own government called Tynwald, which was set up by Vikings over 1,000 years ago. And I'm going to sleep tonight not at home. I'm going to sleep across the road from the historical site of Tynwald Hill, which is where the Vikings would have met when they founded the island's government over 1,000 years ago. And I've parked on the car park of the Tynwald Inn, which is normally a pub but is a takeaway. And I got myself a nice prawn curry and even a bottle of their locally produced Isle of Man Bushy TT motorcycle race beer, which I've been on a keto diet, so I'm not normally allowed beer, but today is special, so I'm having a beer. And as in the previous pepper pot video and the one about the day out, I've also had a day out on the island, and it has something to do with my late wife as well, because I went down to where I had my first date with her. I met her at the Pepper Pot Lighthouse in Peel, and we had our first formal date on the following day down in the town of Port Erin on the island. So I'll show you a bit of dash cam from the RV and some photos driving down there, and hopefully we can have a little bit have a look at the Tynwald Hill tomorrow morning when I wake up after a well-deserved sleep away from home in my RV, which is what I'm all about.
Oh, I'm the pride of Port Lamore. I can reap a plough of fodder, I can find the gentle of women in the sand, and I'm off to all that's tricky in the sailing of a Nicky, until there's nothing equal in the land. I'm an able-bodied seaman and a trawl, and I'm a demon outside the 12-mile limit, understand. 'Cause I'm up both late and early, catching the congers long and curly, until there's nothing equal in the land. In the land, in the land, in the land, in the land. After every mortal thing I'm in demand. 'Cause I'm up both late and early, catching the congers long and curly, and until there's nothing equal in the land. I can dance the double shuffle, and whenever there's a scuffle, I'm generally out the back door like a dose of salts. Though I'm what they call steady for a spree, I'm always ready, and just there's nothing equal in the land. For a tape like Dundas Keener, I can play the concertina, and at Castletown they want me in the band. As a singer I am clever, and second year I've never known, you never heard me equal in the land. In the land, in the land, in the land, in the land. Ah, they say there couldn't be much better man. 'Cause as a singer I am clever, and that second year I've never heard me equal in the land. On the Sunday to the rafters, all the ladies come and canters, when I'm singing in the choir, all it's grand. 'Cause the girls are there from Serbia, and I'm told they come from Jersey, they cannot find me equal in the land. And there's a girl from Ballahari who would like a lad to marry, 'cause she's got a slug of money at her hand. And though she's not exactly charming at the cooking or the farming, you cannot find her equal in the land. In the land, in the land, in the land, in the land. Ah, they say she couldn't be much better man, if you know what I mean. No, she's not exactly charming at the cooking or the farming, you cannot find her equal in the land. Too right, John. At the end of the day I like a little drink, I lift up my glass and sing, with an hour or two of a fine strong brew, and I'm ready for anything. At the Kluskey's Inn there were sisters for the landlord's daughter's fair, and every night when they put out the light, I tiptoe up the stairs, singing a 1 for the morning glory, and 2 for the early dew, and 3 for the man that'll stand his round, and 4 for the love of you, me girl, 4 for the love of you. Well, I got me the call for the foreign shore to go and fight the bull, and I thought no more of the sisters four, but still I had to go. And I sailed away on a ship, the morning glory was her name. We'd all fall down when the run went round, then we'd get up and start again. We're singing a 1 for the morning glory, and 2 for the early dew, and 3 for the man that'll stand his round, and 4 for the love of you, me girl, 4 for the love of you. Singing a 1 for the morning glory, and 2 for the early dew, and 3 for the man that'll stand his round, and 4 for the love of you, me girl, 4 for the love of you. Well, I bore once more for me native shore, farewell to the raging sea. The crosskeys in it was beckoning, my heart was filled with glee, for there on the shore were the sisters four, with a bundle upon each knee. 3 little girls and a bouncing boy, and they all looked just like Al, singing a 1 for the morning glory, and 2 for the early dew, and 3 for the man that'll stand his round, and 4 for the love of you, me girl, 4 for the love of you. I'm singing a 1 for the morning glory, and 2 for the early dew, and 3 for the man that'll stand his round, and 4 for the love of you, me girl, 4 for the love of you.
Well, this is the Tynwald Arboretum, which was to commemorate 1,000 years of Tynwald, the longest continuous parliament in the world. Sorry, Iceland, but ours is the oldest. Tynwald comes from the Viking word ting, which is traditionally a meeting place of those who would govern an area. And looks like I'm here alone in the Arboretum, but just listen to the bird song. Good for the body and soul just to be alone amongst the trees under the canopy of leaves. There's something that you notice really does your health and your soul a whole power of good. Well, I was joking on Facebook earlier that I've appointed myself King of the Isle of Man in the present situation, and awarded myself selfie emergency powers, just in case some of the Scandinavians I know feel like coming and taking this island back. So where better than to do it on top of Tynwald Hill. That mountain you see, or hill, behind is actually called Witch's Hill. Back in unenlightened days, if a woman was suspected of being a witch, they would take her up to the top and roll her down in a barrel, and if she was killed she was innocent, and if she survived she must be a witch, and they burnt her. I won't make any comment. So I think it's back to the RV now, and I'll make myself comfortable, and in the morning I think maybe some breakfast from the inn come shop would be an idea. Right, well, that was a good night's sleep. My first night away from home since the lockdown, and I think I've had my coffee, but I'm too lazy to cook some breakfast here in the RV. I think I'm going to go and have a look what the Tynwald Inn has to offer. So I've just given my order, and due to social distancing I can sit outside here, and I'll get served my egg and bacon bap in due course. A bit cloudy today, but the weather forecast said it's going to clear up and be sunny again later on. So maybe I will carry on having a bit of a day out with the RV. Well, I decided to come in the shop. It sounds like my bacon bap's ready. So as you can see, the Tynwald Inn has been converted into a village shop, and very good it is too. It's also a restaurant in the evening for takeaways. So this is the host, Robin, who I happen to know for many years ago, and
Bonjour, Alan.
Danke. So I'll go outside now and enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Cheers, Robin. Thanks.
Thanks, Alan. Bye.
Bacon bap al fresco. With runny egg, actually this is quite famous in the RV world. It's called an egg banjo. You want to know why it's called an egg banjo? Well, the runny egg, when you bite into it, it probably won't happen for me, but as you see, you immediate reaction is to rub the egg yolk that goes on to your shirt. So that's why it's called the egg banjo.